Kings, did you get the news? If you voted for Trump or didn't vote at all, you a misogynist.
And I think this country is just as misogynist and sexist.
There's misogyny. Misogyny from white men.
What?
It's misogyny from Hispanic men.
I don't even like Houdini.
Right.
It's misogyny from black men.
Shawty, what that thing do?
No.
And then we're all gonna pull through fine in 4 years. Correct? Please? Someone tell me? I can tell you one thing right now. Marriage is the farthest thing from on the table.
How did we get here? How did we get here? What in the Alice in Wonderland nightmares is going on right now? All I can say is how fucking dare you?
How dare you?
Voted for anybody other than Kamala and you live in one of the states that it was, close. Or if you didn't vote,
Fuck you.
Why? Do you really hate me that bad?
Who the is voting for him?
live with that decision, sit with it. Let it make you uncomfortable.
I personally think that if all of these women are going to stay on right side, they don't deserve to petition women for the next 4 years. So, hope you got that through, guys. I personally think that if all of these men are going to stay on right side, they don't deserve to petition women for the next 4 years.
If you voted red and you're a man, there is a song by the rapper Redman that perfectly describes what your new middle name is. Your middle name must be fuck, cause if you didn't vote blue, bitches be like, I'll be that, I'll be that, I'll be that, I'll be that. Hey man, the loonies done lost more than an election. They done lost their mind, and apparently little black girls done lost their rights.
I worry about my children's future, especially my daughter, who now has less rights than I have.
Sure, Jan.
Oh man, and if that ain't bad enough, guess whose fault it is?
Black men.
Hispanic men.
White women, uneducated white women.
And the ironically hilarious Jezebels are vowing to participate in the 4B movement due to the election.
Fucking stop dating men. Stop having sex with men. Stop talking to men.
Me and my girlies are participating in the 4B movement. That's my next plan.
Yeah, we're not gonna like you anymore. You understand that?
I understand more than you'll never know.
Kings, and even some of you queens, if you found yourself laughing your ass off yesterday, then leave a comment below. But before we start the show, make the like button glow.
Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
This is why some of y'all states be getting hurricanes. That's all I'ma say.
This is why some of y'all Jezebels can't keep a man. That's all I'ma say.
Come on, man. That's too easy.
I just say really quickly, too. Democrats need to be mature, and they need to be honest. And they need to say, yes, there's misogyny. But it's not just misogyny from white men. Mm-hmm. It's misogyny from Hispanic men.
Right.
It's misogyny from black men, things we've all been talking about, who do not want a woman leading them.
Or maybe we just got a bad taste in our mouth because she's never answered for the unfair incarceration of black men, yet ironically speaks of freedom. We also don't want senile old men leading us whose mental and physical capacity is constantly called into question. But does that mean we hate all senior citizens?
A lot of Hispanic voters have problems with black candidates.
Right.
A lot
and
of
with other Hispanics. You've got some that don't like each other. And some of the most misogynist things I've heard going on this Get Out the Vote tour came from black men.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
It's misogyny from black men who do not want a woman leading them.
2 seconds.
And black men was not the story. We're not the story here because they voted almost 80% for the vice president.
Right. Meanwhile,
black voters came through for Kamala Harris. White women voters did not.
We got misogynist white women now too?
That is what it appears happened in that state, is that if you can't flip enough white women, but it's a state where women lost their reproductive rights, where there was a very heavy push to get women to focus on not putting in place, re-electing, putting back into the White House the person who was responsible for taking those rights away and restoring them. But that message obviously was not enough.
Baby deletion is not a concern of women that have not joined the Jezebelian rebellion. They ain't in no hurry to delete Amber, Dakota, Hunter, or Elizabeth. They babies are created out of love. Black Jezebels babies are created out of lust, and that's the reason why Black Jezebels delete more than everybody else put together. Fact.
Do y'all remember when y'all was kids and you did something wrong and your parents said, we're gonna talk about this tomorrow? White women, we're gonna talk about this tomorrow. These are numbers from Pennsylvania, and all the votes, of course, are not in, but I don't see these demographic numbers changing that drastically. But white women, what's going on? What is going on? This is 3 elections in a row where I'm seeing white women teeter the line in Donald Trump's favor. 3 elections in a row. This is Georgia. White women, what's going on? What's going on? 3 elections in a row. This Pennsylvania and Georgia, 2 battleground states. I will never for the life of me understand why white women choose their whiteness over their marginalized identity. Why they consistently, historically, just will vote against their best interests. I'm done trying to understand it. But we're going to talk about this tomorrow.
This clown said, remember when your parents would say, we're going to talk about this tomorrow? Wouldn't that imply that black men are white women's daddy?
Yes, and don't call me Shirley.
I bet white women are saying the same thing that most black men raising another man's kids hears from the kids in that household. You ain't my daddy. That ain't the first time that Becky sent black women to go crash out. Remember right after the civil rights movement when they taught y'all feminism? They did that because they saw how much stronger the black family was than the white family at the time.
He ain't lying.
Now y'all 80% single mother households while they living lit with their husbands in politics that favor them.
Whoops.
Man, shout out to all the snow queens living their best life after this election.
And so I worry, not about myself, actually. I don't worry about my station in life. I worry about the working class. I worry about my mother, a retired teacher. I worry about our elderly and their Social Security and their Medicare. I worry about my children's future, especially my daughter, who now has less rights than I have.
What? Only a Jezebel raising a Jezebel will be concerned about that Jezebel's ability to baby delete. But they try to play behind the wall of lies and have you believe that it's more of a healthcare issue than anything else.
And I remember my father telling me many, many years ago that I was the first person in his family to enjoy full civil rights. And now I have less civil rights than I had when he told me that.
That's false because there is no nationwide baby deletion ban, so you have just as much rights as you did under Biden.
As a woman of color, I was so hopeful that a mixed race woman married to a Jewish guy could be elected president of this country. And I think that it had nothing to do with policy.
Nothing to do with policy.
I think this was a referendum of cultural resentment in this country.
It's amazing. You are 100% wrong.
But the hilarious irony of the Jezebel mindset knows no bounds because it seems like some Jezebels want to join the 4B movement. Guess we won't be needing those baby deletions after all.
And here we go.
And I'm talking to you too. Those of you ladies who have the internalized misogyny required to do what you did. Minorities who are so scared of a woman in power that you'd rather cozy up to the white man just in case some crumbs fall off his plate so that you may eat from them. Yes, scraps. I understand. I've heard the message loud and clear. We all have. Now women are going to have to just refuse to participate. Sorry, if you're a man, I will not be responding to you If you are a man, I will not be talking to you. I am going to be promoting the 4B movement from here on out. Care, I don't care. Get better scissors. My hair, cutting it all off. Probably painting a target on my back here, but whatever. At least I live in a state right now that has civil rights still. And we voted out Brandon Williams. Fuck that guy. Back to Texas. From whence he came. We also voted yes on Prop 1, which will codify into law some equal right protections in the New York State Constitution. So we did that at least. I will not be giving my money to the beauty industry anymore. I will not be giving my money to anyone that helps support misogyny and the patriarchy and keeping women down and making women think that we need to look a certain way or be a certain way or you. You. Women, stop dating men. Stop having sex with men. Stop talking to men. Divorce your husbands. Leave your fucking boyfriends. Leave them. They don't give a shit about you. And I promise you, come over to this side. I will bake cookies. I will shave your head if you want me to, depending on how this turns out. Do a little more trimming before we buzz it.
It's really him. You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
All I have to say is good luck getting laid. Especially in Florida. Because me and my girlies are participating in the 4B movement. That's my next plan. And I'm dead fucking serious.
Not that my content reaches a lot of men because I have an IQ of 130.
Bullshit.
But I want the men in this country to know that half the female population, we're dry.
That's a damn lie.
We're probably gonna stay dry. I'm dry as a desert, baby. And I don't want it to change.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, we're not gonna like you anymore. You understand that? Like, it doesn't matter if you take away abortion. Like, we'll want to have your babies even less, right?
Stop the cap.
There's no good men but you bitches stay pregnant.
Even if you take away contraception, like, women are really good at celibacy because you guys are actually a threat to us. So we have a lot less to gain from you. We have a lot less to gain from you.
You stupid.
So, yeah, 4B all the way. Let's make some money, I guess. That's all we can do now.
You stupid. You stupid. You stupid.
Women get more utility out of men than men get out of women. So imagine if all men got together and said, we're not going to protect and provide for women anymore.
You gonna learn today.
And to all the women out there ending their relationships based on these results, you're exposing more about your true character than anything else. Anybody with a proper brain knows that politics are based on lies and propaganda. If the Democrats was gonna save your ass, they would have done it when they had the power for the last 4 years. The Democrats has been lying to our black asses for the last 60 years. What makes you think that they owe you the truth all of a sudden? All you proved is that you shallow, selfish, and that your blood don't run no thicker than water. That I love you that you told your friend or family members proved to be just as fake as when you say it to men. Congratulations, Jezebel. You happen to be more fake than a politician. A Democratic politician. You know, the same team that used to be KKK. The same team that wants to erase your very identity as a woman. The same team that just proved that you're no smarter than Eve because some of y'all gonna take y'all ass to church this Sunday and ask God for protection from a man that don't want you to delete your baby. And if there's anything more fake than you, it's your politics. Because outside of baby deletion, none of y'all could tell me what Kamala was even running on without using Google. You ain't got a lot of kick it, boo-boo. You wanted baby deletion rights and a female of color for president.
Nothing to do with policy. We're so scared of a woman in power to get enough white women to vote for Vice President Harris, a fellow woman.
Fellas, y'all better pay attention to these posts. These people are telling you exactly who they are, and what you need to ask yourself is, would you cut them off had Kamala won?
Because I'm thinking about the people who are not a part of anybody's elite, who are hurting tonight. There are African-American women who know a little bit about being talked down to, and know a little bit about having their economic dreams crushed, who try to dream a big dream over the past couple of months. And tonight they're trading in a lot of hope for a lot of hurt. And they were hoping that maybe this time, one of their own could be seen as worthy. And once again, they were facing rejection. And that hurts. They thought tomorrow morning they're going to walk out with their shoulders back a little bit, maybe able to breathe for the first time and feel like they belong someplace. They did everything that they knew how to do. And it's going to be harder than it should be tomorrow for them to hold their heads up.
And he just proved that it's not about policies, it's about feelings. And trust me when I say that black women ain't walking outside feeling bad. No, this feels normal. It should feel normal because Trump is a convicted felon. That's exactly what they used to. Becky ain't gonna allow her little clown sister to hurt herself anymore. So voting Trump in is like putting a helmet on her head.
Stop out!
This election just proved how emotional and immature some women are and how they can't handle election outcomes. All these women acting a fool makes a strong case for why people may never vote one in power. Y'all just too easy to offend.
But Peter, I just want to get one final thought from you. Are there words that are used to describe men that offend you?
Not particularly, and if there are some I don't like, I certainly wouldn't want them banned. But it always goes back to that old adage: sticks and stones may break my bones, but there will always be something to offend a feminist.
Peter
Lloyd. No, that's just obnoxious.
Peter Lloyd,
you have to give me a chance to respond to that. That is ridiculous. No, hang on, I won't do your show again if you don't let me respond to that.
Go on, Kate, have a word.
Come on, that's...
Gotcha, bitch!
Stop. Stop. Damn. See, that's why I'm recording. Because the cops ain't gonna believe this shit.